afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Peter Gearing with Geekhead here doing my review of Supernatural, Season 10, Episode 9. Is it 9 or is it 10? I keep losing track of it. The most recent episode, mid-season finale. I think it is Episode 10. Yeah, didn't do one last week. Work got in the way, all that malarkey. It sucks, I know, but such is life. At least it sucks for me because I enjoy rambling about my opinion about various things. So I'm going to make you listen to it again this week if you choose to watch this. Enough self-deprecating humor. So, last week's episode. Good. Not brilliant, not fantastic, not wonderful, but good. Enjoyable, fun, kind of episode I'd enjoy to watch again. I'm going to kind of gloss over what it was about, but I enjoyed it. This week's episode, though. Let's sum up. Castiel goes and deals with Jimmy Novak's daughter. The episode. Yeah, that's as intriguing a setup as I could imagine having. In short, Castiel gets the meaty subplots. Well, his formerly meaty subplots now become a proper plot. And it is the driving force of this episode. You got Sam and Dean in the background with their little subplot talking about the mark of Cain and how it's affecting Dean. And that's taken away nicely until it kind of explodes at the end. But most of the episode is about Castiel dealing with the human cost of simply being Castiel. You got a strong setup there. Unsurprisingly, his daughter's become a delinquent, as you would expect from all of that stuff. One thing they don't touch on, which I would have thought would be great, is that Castiel at some point had possessed her. I'd have thought they'd have brought that up, but they don't. That would have been kind of really interesting. I don't know. Instead, though, basically the plot is she's a delinquent. She has to try to get money for the guy who she's sort of living with, who tries to sell her at the end. Castiel has to nut up and kind of be her father. On the subplot in the background, Crowley's dealing with his mother. So, I'll sum up my thoughts on that one. That wasn't great. Predictable, nothing major or unexpected happened. It was just kind of there to move along. Crowley's great, but still not feeling his mum. She comes across as a bit too hoity-toity for my tastes. Plus, she doesn't come across as smart as she clearly thinks she is. By contrast, the stuff with Castiel, the stuff with Sam and Dean, it's okay. It's been ticking along with the Mark of Cain subplot that's been running for the last few episodes. The ending ends. Short version, Dean flips out. Completely flips out, wrecks a bunch of guys. And frankly, we've needed that. We've needed some real long-term consequences to Dean and Dean. Now we have them. And this is going to be good. I saw a review that said that this season is more character-driven season. I don't really agree. To me, it feels like what Supernatural does a lot with even-numbered seasons, and that's standalone episodes and deal with issues. Deal with the brothers no longer arcing the plot. Season 4 being an exception to that. I prefer the odd-numbered seasons usually. Still, Castiel and Novak's daughter. That was strong. Okay, her responses to him are totally believable, understandable. She's messed up for good reason. The brothers share a touching story about when their father actually acted like a father, and that was really cool. We hear so many things about the arsehole John Winchester. It's nice to see him as a dad, with the brothers reminiscing that, yeah, he tried. He did care about us. I love when you hear the good side of him, because we hear enough of the bad. And Castiel basically says, you've got no one, that's fine. I'll be your dad. And at first, she doesn't take it, but eventually he proves that he does care for her. Not just for no reason, but because he cares about her as a person. Very, very strong part of the episode. So overall, I'd say this was a good mid-season finale. Not action-packed, not explosive, no big reveals, but the characters are now settled into their natures. I still have no idea where they can take this, beyond the Mark of Cain stuff. I've not looked at any rumors, not interested in that. But I am looking forward to seeing if Little Miss Novak becomes a part of the show. If I could say anything positive about this season overall so far, because overall it's been kind of weak, this episode and Resurrection of Demon being those first ones being a bright spot, they've been cleaning up a lot of loose ends and fixing some of the wrecked ones they've made in the past, which is a nice thing to see. It's clear the show's getting ready to end, so I wonder where it's going to go. Just the one subplot that I would Supernatural, if you can, Adam, Adam, Adam. I think that's all I need to say about that. So, worth watching, enjoyable, potentially stuff can come from it, but there's no real overarching plot still developed, just some decent character interactions. I'm hoping they pull something good. I'm hoping they pull a season 8 and they get something like the Men of Letters showing up to fix it. Because if this is the last season of Supernatural, it's underwhelming so far. This episode, though, is a bright spot. A good episode, fun interactions. It's nice to see Castiel take center stage, and the actors all deliver, as we'd expect from them by this point. So, have fun watching it, and hopefully next time there's an episode in a few weeks, I'll be a bit more timely and get one of these up. Who knows? If any of you care to listen, that is. So, Peter Gearing, Geekhead, signing off.